Yo! Video games.
Oh my god, where am I? Damn, he's gonna take my shit.
A mega omega tablespoon? I mean, okay, I understand teaspoons, tablespoons, and the spoons they use for miso soup.
Miso soup?
So if it's a miso soup spoon, that's how much is in it.
The giant soup
That's
spoon
how much I know. How many peanut butter jars of sugar are in my Coca-Cola? 2? Makes sense. Tanakanaka, thank you.
Wait, let me measure that
an
on my
omega
gram.
tablespoon is also a ladle. That's good.
Do you understand any of that, Max?
Grams and stuff?
Yeah.
You were never taught to.
Yeah, we never taught to.
And that's why they use it. That's why they use the metric system on. That is literally the reason why the FDA uses the metric system on nutrients, because we don't understand it.
Yeah.
Americans were never taught that.
But you know what? Now we got Google, so.
Well, I mean, yeah, you got Google to understand how many grams
Are in a fucking
tablespoon.
cup. Yeah, or something like that.
So they can get away by saying, this thing has 47 grams of sugar. You're like, that can't be a lot. And then you're like, no, that's like 10 tablespoons of sugar, dude. Oh, Jesus, that's a lot of sugar. Oh my god.
What was I thinking?
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's the one that they get you on. When they a lot of things now don't tell you the percentage of how much sugar you're supposed to have a day. And they don't also tell you how much the percentage is based on.
Just generally, you're supposed to know.
Bullshit, yeah.
Yeah, they'll be like, oh, it's 40 grams. It's like 70%. Like bullshit. That's like well over 100.
Yeah, for the for a healthy like amount, which is like, I think what it is. It's like if you want to be healthy, 25.
Yeah,
if you want to be like normal, it's like 36. If you want the maximum doctors say you should have a day without like actually like affecting you, it's 50. And most sodas have 48. So
you know what
50's bullshit.
You know what fucks people up? People don't realize the difference between natural sugar and regular sugar. And they're just like, oh, this one has a natural sugar, it must be healthy for me.
Yeah, people.
And it's like, nope,
that's
same shit.
That's
Sugar is sugar.
Sugar is sugar.
Yeah.
I mean, they do
Same
break
shit.
down different ways, but they ultimately turn into, the same thing. So when people think like, oh, it's got regular sugar, so it's better for me. It's
Yeah.
like,
50's do so bad. Do you know how much 50 fucking grams of sugar?
that is so much goddamn sugar.
It is like a fucking
Diabetes in a cup.
It is a pile of fucking sugar.
Yeah, it's scary. It's scary.
When you're a kid,
That's
you don't give a
one
shit
glass
about
of sweet tea in the South.
Yeah. And then you start.
What?
The big one, it really hits you when you actually see how much sugar that is. Like it hits you when you actually have like someone has a plate and they're like 50 grams of sugar. That's like 10.5 tablespoons or whatever.
Oh, no wonder I
and they're just like
start with that fucking
oh my god, they're still going.
One monster, like one of the monster
Like, oh my
cans
God.
that Kenny drinks has like 12 spoonfuls of sugar. in it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Something dumb like that.
It's poison water. Yeah, well, sugar and sweet drinks are poison water. And that doesn't mean they're bad. You can have them every once in a while. You're allowed to splurge. That's what splurging is for. But it's when it's your primary... I'm thirsty. I'm gonna have a soda. Oh god.
Yeah.
I'm still thirsty. There's a point because they want you to buy more. And everything's fine. It's not all... I like everything in fucking life. Moderation is how it
Soda
goes.
doesn't taste good after you give it up.
It really doesn't. Yeah, I'll get a craving and then I'll get halfway through and I'm like, I don't want to finish that shit.
Dude, yeah.
Nintendo, thank you, man.
I had like
Goddamn.
a glass. I had like a little glass of Dr. Pepper Dragon Bottom, and I was like,
Congrats to all the gift subs.
You're just
man.
feeling bad.
And it's not bad if you drink soda because I still drink soda. Like I don't have sodas in here, but I'll use it as a mixer. So if I want to have a rum and a Coke, I'll have that.
Yeah.
But if it comes down to just drinking soda casually, I actually almost never do for like
I told
the
this
past
to
few
Andrew
years.
before. I'm actually addicted to sugar right now because I remember like giving it up for like a couple of days.
Yep. And you start getting the shakes
And I
and
started
shit.
shaking shakes. So
It
I'm literally addicted to it at
it
this
hits
point.
the brain like a
But
drug.
I have to wean myself off, and that's what I'm doing with
Yes.
like a lot of my drinks. It's just that I'm diluting everything now.
And the big one, when you told me that you can't just drink water, and I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's a sugar addiction. I remember being there.
Yeah.
I was that
Like I
point.
can't drink water.
I'm like, I'm thirsty, but I can't just drink water. It doesn't have any
Oh, you
flavor.
can.
It's like,
You
oh.
can, But I start getting shakes. Like, I literally start getting shakes.
It's when water tastes bad, even when you're thirsty. And when you're thirsty, water is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Water is amazing.
No, you just do cold turkey, drink nothing but water.
Yeah, after a while, I mean, yeah.
For a week, just do it for a week.
Yeah.
You won't miss the other shit.
Well, it's hard to break it. Like habits are tough, man. Human body is based on habits.
Have the willpower to do it.
Yeah.
Well, it is willpower.
It is willpower. Yeah, I know.
It's willpower and like changing habits and finding alternatives.
Yeah.
Because you
If you
can't
don't have access to it, it's also like
you can't cold turkey.
too.
It took me technically 5.
That's the problem too. I have a lot of access to it.
It took me 7 years, Liliana, thank you, to get completely off all sugary drinks and just drinking water.
7 years?
Yeah, where where it was pretty much sodas to lemonades and iced teas, like sweetened ones, right?
Yeah.
Off of sodas, lemonades and iced teas, and then pretty much off of lemonades because that was too sweet, and straight for sweet iced teas.
If you don't have access to it,
oh, you'll be fine.
You're able to like just sort of like, because then you're like, oh,
Well, how do you not have access to it? I mean, you could.
Don't buy it.
Yeah, you don't buy it.
Well, and that's the problem is that if you want to go out and buy, like, outside of just
Especially
water,
when I'm like, okay, hey, I'm driving. I'm like,
Soda's
damn, I'm
cheap.
thirsty. I go to like a fucking 7-Eleven. It's everywhere.
Yeah, dude.
buy a water.
Remember how much Arizona tea? That was my tea phase. We used to drink the shit out of those.
Yeah, no, terrible.
And those are fucking horrible.
Yeah.
And you guess what? They're cheap. Just like sodas, they're cheap.
What is it? The Arizona.
It's like $1 for a big ass drink. It's like that's amazing.
The Arnold Palmers. The
Arnold Palmers?
Yeah, they're only like 17 grams. Like the 17.
Guess how many servings are in there? 4.
Yeah, 4. Yeah.
So guess how much sugar that is?
Yeah,
60 fucking grams almost.
Yeah.
It's insane, dude.
Yeah,
Those
you don't
Arizona
realize
teas are insane. There's so much fucking sugar in them. And yeah, well, cold turkey didn't work for me. Like, cold turkey doesn't work for anybody.
I'm weaning myself down now, like,
probably.
gradually.
My dad cold turkey fucking alcoholism.
Oh, really?
that's
Recently?
tough.
No, back when I was like born.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
that's really tough.
He still remembers the last
I think I still
day.
have an Arizona. Let me go check.
Yeah,
It's been
same
there
thing.
forever.
Same thing with like what is it called? Cigarettes. Oh shit! I think there was something down there. I don't know why. I just felt like
My family was all alcoholics, and my dad basically decided to cold turkey, and he did.
yeah.
And then one day I just decided I'm not gonna drink soda anymore at all. Water.
Yeah, it is definitely willpower. Some people are just weaker than others. I mean, I could just do it. It's just that. I mean, I'm pretty sure you got the shakes too after you had.
I don't think I did, honestly. But I don't know.
Yeah. No, I get legit shakes, dude. Like I start like fiending for sugar.
There was a point where I was definitely having too much caffeine in my diet.
Oh, okay, that's
And
that's
then you have
also
the
bad.
things where you get like headaches. Stuff.
Caffeine, nicotine, sugar, crack cocaine.
Yeah.
You know, like this stuff is it fucks with
Yeah, I'll
me.
get caffeine headaches.
Alcohol, yeah, caffeine, nicotine.
No, soda water is bullshit. Like just water.
It's
fucking water.
It's basically legal drugs. If you really think about it. Caffeine, nicotine, alcohol, sugar. Those are all legal drugs that
yes.
the FDA
Alcohol
just
is a drug.
Yep.
Caffeine's a drug.
nicotine's a drug.
tobacco.
Yep, nicotine's a
Drug.
drug.
They're
They're all
drugs.
drugs. They're all fucking drugs. So
It's all drugs to me.
and sugar, because sugar
We're
actually.
gonna need to buy some in there, I think.
Oh, really? Okay. Sugar is an actual stimulant that changes doesn't change your brain, but it confuses your brain into believing that it actually needs it. So when you
I fell in a pit.
oh god,
That you did.
Yep.
The gap is way too wide. There's no way I can make this jump. This reminds me of a story.
Oh god. What?
Long ago, here's the squirrel clan invented a way to soar through the
Oh,
skies. Touching on a freedom humans could seldom dream of. Some would mistake them for gods.
Ugh. Incredible.
Yeah, whatever. Here's a wingsuit.
Ah, this guy.
Press and hold air while airborne to glide. The floor of guys who fly upward.
I got a lot of money. Let me see. I think I need 200 though. Yeah, I
You
need
unlock
200.
some up there.
Oh, yeah, hold on, let me see. Oops.
Yeah, I think we
Press X while gliding with the wingsuit to attack downwards.
I think we tossed them.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Either
that's
way.
what I was going. Yeah.
Either way, sugar's great.
Oh, reduce the guy's fine by 50%.
The thing is,
Yeah.
sugar. I love sugar. I love sugary stuff. But I think sugary stuff like cakes and desserts and things like that are better enjoyed when you don't have it all the time. And then you actually get something sweet and sugar. You're like, man, that's really good.
I don't know, because I have such a low sugar diet intentionally right now that anytime I have something with sugar in it, I actually feel shitty.
Well, I don't mean like drinks. Drinks, like liquid sugar.
Carbonation sucks. Too.
Liquid sugar and carbonation kind of sucks. What I'm talking about is more like cookies.
Yeah.
Like almond cookies, things that usually aren't super sugary.
I usually at this point now I just don't even go to them.
I'm not interested in cookies. I'm like, super little
But
sweet
they are
stuff.
delicious when you do have a piece of something. You're like, fuck, it tastes
Really good, yeah. And the funny thing is, even things like cookies have a lot of sugar in them. Not nearly as much fucking sugar as soda.
Nope.
Like you could eat 10 fucking Oreos.
I think,
and you don't even have as much as a Coke.
I think
No, the
fact
funny
that
thing
the
about it
drinks-
is, like, when people are like, oh, you need to get off sugar or whatever, like, all you gotta do, if you cut out fucking drinks,
you're
sugar
good.
in your drinks,
90% of it.
You can just eat every other awful fucking thing, and you will
You'll
cut
probably
out,
be
like,
fine.
60 to 70% of your sugar intake if you just get rid of the drinks.
Yeah.
I get it. Okay, so they were...
And it's not even that, I hate coming off as being preachy, but it's just one of those things that we've all made the mistakes before. We all had drinks like that, even on stream for years, and it was just being aware of how much of that shit you're putting into your body on a daily basis, and it's like, well, there's a reason everyone's dying of heart disease at the age of 60, and, like, obesity and all this stupid bullshit. Like, and it's because of the foods, and those foods are incredibly addictive because of their sugar content. And guess what? They're also incredibly cheap.
What's it called? This is the shit that scared me because my doctor, after I had the hernia.
Yeah. It's like you had to cut it all.
Oh well, he was telling me that I was like, dude, what happened? You know, like what the fuck happened to me? And he's like, no, this is environmental. And he was like, what? He was like, no, I've been a doctor in other countries.
Sure, thank you.
And this type of stuff usually just doesn't happen to people. It's usually just in America.
the US, yeah.
Because we have so much access to it. So he's like, environmental. I'm like, environmental? He's like, yeah, it's just everywhere here.
Product of life.
So it depends on where you're at. If you're in other countries that usually don't have access to that stuff, people don't get like diabetes and, you know, heart disease and shit like that. But in America, since it's so abundant, like everywhere, it just happens to you. So he sees the cases all the time in America. When he goes to other countries, it's like, yeah, it just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
People just don't have it.
Salt's also a big one because of preservatives. Like salt, as a preservative in so many foods, is
Salt's
really
a tough
bad.
one.
Yeah.
But the reason it's the equivalent of liquid sugar. Because you don't really account for it. You don't realize how much is actually
being
in
put
there.
in your body.
But there's a
You,
shit ton in so much stuff.
The best way to get rid of salts is, like, the fresher it is. the
Yes,
less-
eat real. Eat foods where you apply your own salt.
Shit that'll go bad in a day means there's no salt in it.
Yes, exactly. If you eat foods where you actually it's like fresh food,
Like, it's gonna go bad.
vegetables and chicken, and it's gonna go bad, and you apply your own salt. There was some statistic where it's like table salt that you actually add to food,
Yeah.
or even on a table, accounts for 10% of your daily sugars if you use it a lot.
Yeah.
So it's not it's not just the salt you're adding to food, it's the fact that all the foods you're eating have a shit ton so that it'll last for months.
Yeah. That's like the worst fucking thing too. Especially when you're just eating foods you just don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh, this looks tasty.
Frozen foods and canned foods and a lot of that stuff.
How many people in chat actually believe the nutritional facts when you fucking read that
Well,
stuff?
they have to be true. I mean,
They're true, but the percentages are kind of fudged.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
true,
okay,
but they're going to do their best within their legal limits to make it appear to be healthy.
Yeah.
And that
Well,
if it says if it's
Nutritional facts, yeah, there, but it's usually like, oh, how many portions is it? 3.5.
Yeah.
and you're like
3.5.
well, this
They want
only
you to do
has
fucking math to figure it out.
yeah, this only
I go
has
down there.
15% of my daily sugars and 20% of my daily salts in it, so I can eat this whole thing. Then you realize there's 4 portions in that bag.
Yeah.
and you're like, oh no.
Down there. Down.
Yeah, and it's
I
not
see.
and like it's there's no problem eating that stuff. It's just that being aware of how much you're actually sticking into you, man.
So I can tell you, man, I have a percentage. You have soda cans, maybe.
I think I have a Coke in the, I think there's a Coke in the living room, Simmons? Yes, you are. You knew left, right, that's what you
Oh
got.
yeah, alright, you're going right. You're going right. We're going left. Right, left, right. Going right, no, you're going left. Right?
Favorite meat?
Steak.
You like steak?
Sirloin
most?
steak, man. That's fucking...
I think white meat chicken. Because of
That's
how
the
many,
healthiest stuff.
how many ways you can prepare it. Like, it can go with so many things. Like, usually steak is good by itself.
Yeah, teriyaki.
But I think the preparation advantage of chicken is
Yeah,
really
they
good.
say 39 grams on a Coke, 78%. Actually says 78% on it now. But
So they're going by the 50 gram, the maximum.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Because there's no
maximum.
fucking way 39 grams is only 78%.
No, it's not. Like the heart health says 36 should be the maximum, and like if you're dieting, like normally it's like 24.
This is 39. They don't want to put on. They don't want to put on the thing. Yeah, it's it's 105%.
Yeah, right? You don't want to say anything over 100 or else it'll just look
Yeah,
bad.
people,
Over
just get,
100.
people get freaked out if they see over 100. They're like,
yeah, like, wait a second.
wait a minute, what?
Yeah. I like how they're appealing to the dumbed down consumerism. Of
Well, they're
American
appealing towards
public.
people where it's like, it's cheap. And the problem isn't the fact that people are stupid, it's the fact that people don't have the options.
Yeah. Well, that's what they say is like, oh, I want to eat healthy, but I can't afford it. And
Exactly,
it's like,
and that's the painful thing in
Yeah.
American society is that so much of our culture is based around horrible foods.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, you can improve your diet a lot just by drinking water.
Oh yeah.
and that's cheap as
And
fuck.
that's
It's
honestly
such a quick fix solution.
probably one of the hardest things to stop. Is if you've been drinking sugars and stuff like that, and you've been drinking sweet teas and Arizonas and Cokes and Dr. Peppers and chocolate milks and all that shit.
It just stays with you, man.
And
This
then
stuff is
all of a
designed-
sudden you're like, you have to stop drinking all that and just drink water.
Yeah, this
the
stuff is
water
designed
will
for that
taste
shit.
like iron.
Ah!
It'll taste bad.
Yeah. But,
You get over it.
I don't.
I understand. I understand Simmons' mind of thinking.
There's a
like,
weaning process
Yeah.
for it.
I did not find getting off of soda or liquidy drinks like that
Like,
hard
yeah,
at all.
super
Like,
hard.
it was not
Like,
hard at all.
A lot of people will.
Yeah.
There's a reason why that stuff is.
Yeah,
the way
it is
it is.
addicting. Like it is addicting fucking property.
And weaning off of it is fine.
yeah.
Like I eventually,
I go.
I mean, if you can do it.
we got to the point where me and Simmons were just doing unsweetened teas, which is just 0 calories, right? There's
Well,
nothing
it's,
in
It's
it.
just water and leaves.
Yeah, water and leaves. And it's good. Like this is actually really good. I'll actually go for unsweetened teas usually when we go out, but I stopped even doing that. I was just like, I don't even fucking need that shit anymore. Like
Yeah.
now I just do water.
Water, yeah.
I have all these like tea things in the cupboard that went bad because I need to throw them away because I didn't drink them. Now it's just like, yeah, just regular unsweetened tea. Yeah, and that's true. Exercise will make you learn to love water.
Ah, yeah, because you're
Dude.
drinking it so much when you're exercising.
There is nothing like drinking water when you're fucking
Sweaty.
super parched.
Yeah.
That's also
Oh,
kind of true too.
Jesus, man, water's
I
amazing.
mean, I've gone through phases where I exercise a whole lot, and then like I don't, and I do a whole lot. That might have helped.
True.
And then the worst part is when it tastes so good and you keep drinking it and you get waterlogged. You're like, oh fuck,
Oh, man.
I gotta keep moving. Oh
You're
no,
peeing a hole.
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
god, fuck.
Yeah, I never got
Yeah, everyone that gives up soft drinks is like, yeah, it's like soft drinks is like the new fucking smoking because everyone's done with smoking now.
I think I might want to afford that. Like, smoking. Well, I mean, that's the thing. It's like once again, this is what me and Simmons were saying is nicotine.
Sugar.
No, nicotine, sugar, alcohol,
Caffeine.
and caffeine. Those are like the 4 things that are legally allowed.
Fuck soda.
Fuck soda.
But those things are.
Fuck salt.
But those things are the FDA approved. Like it's legal drugs.
It's legal. It's a legal drug.
Yeah, it's a legal drug.
Put marijuana.
Yeah, sure, why not? But it's not really that. I mean, I don't know. I personally don't think it's addicting, but a lot of people do.
You mean?
Oh, man,
stuff
yeah,
he's
you-
saying there isn't, it isn't, and some people are like, as someone who smokes it every day, bullshit, it's
yeah.
not addictive.
I think that us living in California as a specific smoking is going away thing, because in California it's pretty much not allowed almost everywhere. Like every social place you can go, smoking isn't allowed.
Yeah.
Like everywhere. And but when you go to Vegas, you're like, oh dude, smoking is totally still a fucking thing.
Yeah,
Oh
everybody
my god,
loves smoking.
everyone is lighting the goddamn
Well, it's
hell
also
up.
funny. We're like, I hear about this from other stuff from like other countries and tourist stuff. Like,
Oh, they're all smoking, man.
Europe and Japan, like
Like Thailand and shit.
Yeah,
oh my
yeah.
god,
People
China.
smoke
Oh
like
my god.
Crazy, man.
It's America and especially LA that's particularly fucking weird about
Yeah, we don't like that shit.
Anti-smoking.
smoking. Yeah.
Everybody has their own little culture, man. So, like I was talking about, okay, well, it's the environment. Like, okay, well, we're fucking stuck on food, right? And you know, that what fucks us. Smoking fucks them. You know?
Smoking fucks them, yeah.
So,
So yeah, like, it is an equivalent. Like, if it's pretty much just as, it can be just as bad for you as smoking, if not probably
Not
as
worse,
bad as
yeah.
smoking. Like, smoking is really fucking bad.
Yeah.
But in general, like, even if you had a cigarette every once in a while, that's not gonna fucking kill you.
No, not at all.
It is not even gonna have long-term effects. If you had like, even if you were
it's
down.
very spread out.
Yeah, even if you were like a pack a week, that's you. It seems like a lot, but really that might be what, maybe 1 to 2 cigarettes a day.
I would say that about sodas too, but not
No,
like
that's the thing is that
I wouldn't like right off.
Well, I mean, it's like one fucking like.
Damn it, I'm
like,
killing that.
you get like a Blizzard from Dairy Queen, and it's like got this amount of sugar for like 3 days worth.
oh yeah. I had one on the way back from Vegas. It was.
Oh, you did?
I got a large, and I remember just consuming that shit when we were like 18 or something, just consuming it. Loving that
Blizzard? I
shit.
never heard of
A Blizzard from Dairy Queen is
What is in it?
delicious, man. It's just like soft serve with like toppings in there, like Reese's or cookies
Oh,
or
okay, Reese's
cookie
Pieces.
dough
Never had
or.
a fucking Blizzard from Dairy
Oh,
Queen?
dude. So
I don't do.
me and JJ got one. We like we'll just split it. So we got a
It's like
large.
their version of an ice cream milkshake.
And on the way back from Vegas, I take a couple of spoonfuls. I'm like, man, this is really good. And I give JJ a couple, and then we're like, put it down. And I looked at it. I'm like, nah. I could not do anymore. It was too fucking sweet, man. We ate the beef jerky instead from Alien. And that Alien beef jerky store is really cool.
Oh, did you stop there?
Yeah, we stopped there. That's where we stopped.
Nice. Yeah, me and Kenny stopped there. I don't know. Kenny just wanted to stop at a bunch of places without telling me.
We got a teriyaki
Fine. I actually
pineapple.
liked it a lot.
Teriyaki pineapple.
Yeah, I was like
peppered.
went with you guys.
And one other one. Those really
Yeah,
good.
I mean, we saw like 3 different places, and he didn't tell me he was going to do it, but I'm actually really glad he did, because it really broke up that monotonous drive.
Yeah.
Like, it really helped. Like, because I was kind of dreading it.
A long drive back.
Yeah, the drive back from Vegas always sucks.
Wait, you just sad? Like, fuck, man, I'm leaving Vegas. Ah.
Well, it's how it always is. Like, the drive back is always worse than the drive there.
Eh.
Always. Like, it always feels longer. It's always just like, oh.
It depends who you're with.
Ibitani, if we inspired you to be healthier, that's really cool, man. But that's not really the intention. The inspiration is just to make you a bit more self-aware.
Yeah, self-aware.
Just aware of what's.
and have more self-control.
You're
That's- I think-
tired on the way back from Vegas. You've done everything. You've potentially lost a bunch of money or whatever.
Yeah, that's
But-
the thing right there. It's like, if I lose money or something like that, but it's just a
I'm
couple
usually
times.
positive. I was like up $10 at
Jesus,
Evo, so
that's a lot
yay,
of fucking-
yay me.
Yeah, dude, there are some smokers that live forever. Like, this guy's my grandpa lived from 12 to 84, and he smoked the whole time. My grandmother is,
High
like,
tolerance.
the ripe age of, like, 93 right now.
Yeah.
And she smoked her whole fucking life, and still, I don't know if she still does, but she can't see.
I don't think that has anything to do
Solving
with
up.
it.
Oh, that absolutely has something to do with smoking.
There's an old black and white film that I usually watch every holiday, where it has basically this guy who was my previous body before I was reincarnated into the person I am today.
Nice.
And the whole film is about like just basically like this celebrity who gets stuck at a house because they think his it's broken or whatever. And he goes to get this box of chocolates. He has all this fan mail, like, and he's about to open it up, and his nurse is like, "Oh, you shouldn't eat that. Like, it's bad for you." And he looks at the nurse and goes, "My dear nurse, like, my great grandmother ate a box of chocolates every day of her life. She lived to be 103, and when she had been dead for 3 days, she looked better than you do now." And it's just like, yeah, some people just live
There
fucking
are
ever.
some wonderful examples of people that live forever, but the greater...
majority.
The statistical consensus
Yeah, the
is that, you
majority,
do
yeah.
that shit, you're gonna get
You get
lung cancer.
fucked,
You're getting
yeah.
lung cancer.